I'm Dr. Shilpi Reddy. I'm the head of the department of KIMS Cuddles, Kondapur. It's a mother and child center to give value-added services for a healthy mother and a healthy child. So now we're going to talk about antenatal care. Why antenatal care is very important is what everybody has to know. There is the recent scenario that we are seeing that pregnancies have become very difficult. A lot of infertility related treatments and then pregnancies coming. Age of the mother is increasing. There is an increasing trend in age of the mother that is getting the mothers that are getting pregnant. Previously there used to be teenage pregnancies and pregnancies below 20 years. Now that we have elderly pregnant women with more than 35-40 years of age also. So there is a drastic difference in the scenario of the past and the present. So present, there is a lot of difficulty in terms of getting pregnant. There is a lot of difficulty in the mothers who are more age group, that is more than 30-year-old mothers. There is a difference with lot of pollution, radiation, stressful life, obesity, diabetes, hypertension, associated factors like thyroid problems, epilepsies. There are so many other factors that are governing the health of a woman before getting pregnant, during pregnancy and after delivery. So in all these clinical situations that we are seeing, one situation that we are on a constant rise is obesity and its effects. Obesity can also be because of polycystic ovaries, can be genetic, can be because of hormonal problems like thyroid problem or any other cortisol problem related to adrenal problems and all that. But obesity per se is on the rise, and we are having implications of obesity on fertility and on the pregnancy also. So in this format, if you have to see antenatal care 10 or 20 years back is completely different from what antenatal care is required at this point of time. You need a more precise formulated antenatal care for recent pregnancies because they are little more riskier than the previous pregnancies. If you have to give antenatal care to everybody, it is always very ideal to give one-on-one for every pregnant woman, because every pregnant woman condition is different. You can't have a chart running through all of them in a universal method. It used to happen before when you used to have a card, and that card used to have the number of checkups and all that is required was used to be written in the card, and checkups were once in a month till your say about 7 months, then afterwards twice in a month, then afterwards in the last month weekly once. This was a scenario before, but now it is not like that. You have ectopic pregnancies, you have IVF pregnancies, you have miscarriages, and then afterwards pregnancies. There are so many situations that are drastically different from each other. So every antenatal care regime, when you formulate an antenatal care regime, it is different for a different individual. It is always different for different different pregnancies, and even for the same woman it is different for 2 different pregnancies. And that is how antenatal care has changed over a period of time. And now antenatal care is not only about medications, it is not only about doing ultrasounds, it is not only about checking your blood pressure or checking your vitals and whether whether the baby is growing or not and all these things. It is more of an holistic health care wherein antenatal care has more components to it, like stress management, like lifestyle management, like diet management, management with yoga, exercises, prenatal yoga, your Lamaze classes, your pregnancy related and childbirth education classes. So there are so many other components added to pregnancy and its outcomes. All these holistic healthcare regimes help give a healthy pregnancy and a healthy outcome of a healthy mother and child. So pregnancy is no more about medications and tests and diagnosis and all that. It's all about a holistic health care, physical, mental, social and emotional well-being of the mother. So this is how an antenatal care regime has to start off and has to take up in that 9 months. If you have to talk about antenatal care in the 9 months, as my previous video has shown you about the ultrasound and its timely effects of ultrasound, other than that everything else I will cover in this video. So if you have to talk about antenatal care, what I would definitely start is a good preconceptional visit, all your parameters, all your pre-medications, all your vitamins, supplements, everything in place, all your hormone tests done, and then go for a pregnancy. So pre-medications like folic acid, vitamin D levels, antioxidants, everything in place, and then you plan pregnancy, you get pregnant. Once you miss your period, get your thyroid test done, get your complete blood picture to rule out anemia, your viral marker screening to rule out any viral infectious diseases, all these things, and followed by an ultrasound as soon as possible, as 6 or 7 weeks. So once you are diagnosed pregnant, a healthy pregnancy with good thyroid level, no other problems, your sugars are normal, everything else, then you have a monthly checkup, get your NT scan done, another next month get your the thyroid, random blood sugars, your GTT, glucose tolerance test, because pregnancy alters the glucose mechanism. So your hemoglobin level, your glucose challenge test or glucose tolerance test, your urine cultures to rule out any subclinical urine infections, and your thyroid level. So once you diagnose at the first visit, then you have your early pregnancy scan, then your NT scan and double marker or quadruple marker. 16 weeks again you assess your changed parameters like GTT, urine culture, TSH and CBP. At 19 weeks you have a TIFA scan, 19 or 20 weeks. That is when you even know about the congenital malformations or any other problems associated with that pregnancy. Again in the 24 weeks you have a test after 1 month that shows again your any changes in your sugar levels or thyroid levels or hemoglobin levels or any urinary infections, subclinical ones. Your growth scan at 28-30 weeks. Then onwards your checkups change by the growth scan that you have. If all well, next 2 to 3 weeks you can have for a checkup. If anything wrong, according to that case scenario. So all these checkups go hand in hand with your clinical examination, your ultrasound examinations, your blood tests, and your general well-being. We usually start our yoga classes after the NT scan, wherein weekly we have one session of a yoga class that everybody attends, and they are taken through a phase of back strengthening, pelvic floor strengthening, then prenatal yoga, all these things to give a normal delivery outcomes. Not only this, we have every mid-month, mid-week, that is Wednesdays, we have yoga. Other than yoga class on the weekends, we have prenatal Lamaze and childbirth education class on Wednesdays. So these classes enhance the the well-being of the mother and confidence levels in the mother and the partner in having a normal vaginal birth. So ignorance, sometimes people are ignorant, they feel that delivery process is very painful and all that. All those myths are removed by the time you are going towards labor and delivery. So antenatal care is all about balancing the physical parameters of the baby, the mental parameters of the mother, the social well-being of the mother, the happiness of the family, and giving a very normal vaginal delivery outcome. So all this is a comprehensive way to give good outcomes in sync with the latest treatment guidelines. So once you are into the third trimester, the 28-30 weeks onwards, you are intensified on the pelvic floor exercises, your squats, your butterfly squats, and all these exercises help giving a very positive pelvic floor for a vaginal delivery. All these things, you have to keep one thing in mind, that your partner support, the pregnant woman partner support, the husband support, the family support is very important. To sync with all the antenatal checkups, we have partner also into the loop line, also the education of the partner, the positive attitude towards the pregnancy, and both of them carry the pregnancy towards delivery. So it is all about training the partner also in terms of helping with her with the daily course, her medications, her exercises, her balancing her postures and all that. So once you go towards the last 1 month of pregnancy, intensive yoga, intensive exercises, along with the major daily home course, like taking a lot of water, taking good high fiber diet so that they're not constipated. All these things come in. Once you go towards labor and delivery, the checkups are little more intensified, and pelvic assessment about 36-37 weeks. We usually do 37 weeks pelvic assessment. Depending on that findings, we take her forward to labor and delivery. Every woman has the right to have a normal vaginal delivery. That is the right of the pregnant woman. So to have a very good result of having a normal vaginal delivery, antenatal care is the basic pillar behind all these things. There are a lot of myths, there are a lot of apprehensions what pregnant women have. If you can remove all these things and give good antenatal care, definitely the confidence levels will be good, the outcomes will be good. A healthy mother and a healthy child is always the target of the antenatal care. Social well-being, emotional well-being and psychological well-being of the mother has to be concentrated, and a holistic healthcare approach is the one that gives a very good successful outcome.